Okay, 1817, good luck. We've not played before, there's no head-to-head score there. Oh, that's disconnected and reconnected, I think. I'm sure it was green. 2,500 games. Could be an internet connection issue, we'll see. Let's just develop, and we're just going to try and get castled. Let's go c3. Okay, so bishop up, we'll probably see queen up. I'm actually going to go g3. I do play the reti a lot, so this is kind of standard for the reti opening. I don't particularly want to go into a really quick end game with this and queen up. Not that there's anything particularly wrong with that, but not what I'm aiming for. Now I can go for symmetry here, or I can take the knight and try and break that. It does kind of invite bishop up, pawn up, maybe here trade, but I think I'm going to go that way just to avoid the complete symmetry. And maybe up. Yeah, bishop up. So I could just take the knight. I don't think an immediate sack works. Takes. But I don't want to bring a pawn into the middle. So I'm just going to go e3 and then probably drop the knight back. So he's played queen up. So I'm going to get castled. So now I'm safe to take if you take. Okay, what do we want to do? I think we should bring a knight up. Maybe go to a natural square. Oh, he wants to be very aggressive, so maybe queen up might be a move now. I'm going to play queen up. It could be a dangerous attack, this. If takes, I'll probably just take with the d2 knight. Just click my little heater on, but it's not too cold right now. No, I don't particularly want to take there. So maybe come back and attack that bishop. Anything better? Actually, what's wrong with this one? Yeah, let's go with this one. Attack the bishop. Leave this one here. I don't think he'll take because it would bring my pawn across. So now we could go potentially across here. Can we play an early e4 without wrecking our structure completely? That looks interesting. There is this, of course, but if I push now, probably just going to play an immediate g5. So I'm going to play e4 to try and open things up. Bit of a risk take this. Taking a bit of a risk here. Just threatening to take, and just open something up. Yeah, opponent has pushed, so I'm going to take and attack the knight. Idea is maybe just bishop f4. You could even potentially push there. I guess I come back. But if you take, I'm probably going to go with the f-pawn. Knights come forward. I don't think I can afford to sack my queen, so I think I have to come back. I'm going to come back. If I take with the f-pawn, I'm kind of walking into pins, but I think I have to. I think I have to try and do this. I'm sure the engine review after the game will say I've not really played this opening too brilliantly well. But I'm not one for a great deal of opening theory, so I often make openings difficult. Plays knight up, so inviting me to take another pawn. This is really aggressive, isn't it? It opens everything up. I don't think I can resist that though. If you go with a bishop, at least I can get rid of the bishop. There's pressure on this pawn. That king still needs to get safe. I'm threatening to take a bishop or a pawn with check, so there is a threat there, but really dangerous attack by my opponent here. Now I assume I should take here. There is a potential check, but I can take back with a queen. So I'm going to take the bishop. Okay, it's gone with the pawn. Really, really bold. I'm just looking at bishop up now, threatening to simply win a knight. Knight across, I can trade the bishop. That makes good sense to me. Then get a tempo developing the rook before this pawn creates havoc. If the bishop comes off, it's easier to defend, but there is smothered mate threats once my pawn has come up. So queen across. Can I grab a pawn here now? I don't think so. Take, f4 is very bold and it probably just bad. I'm going to develop threatening to capture the bishop. I think my opponent will probably castle. Excuse me. Might even castle the other side, could potentially do so. If takes, I'm more likely to take with a H pawn in this position because the queen's over here. If you take here, there's always chances of checks, and then you get across and you get smothered mate threats. Very difficult to defend. I mean, I could even take with a bishop, I suppose, and use my bishop as a giant pawn, but worry about it when it's our move. We're both about level on the clock, so the knight's gone back. So take, rook across. I'm still threatening to just grab a pawn here, but it seems just really risky to me. Take, queen takes, rook takes, pawn down as a mate threat. Take. What about pawn up here, actually? Knight moves anywhere, I can take the bishop. Unless you go there, then I can take, you take back, but I'm in time to defend, aren't I? What's wrong with actually playing g4 here? If you come down, I can drop back. Idea maybe f3. It's really, really bold. Or maybe h3 first. Then if you take, I can take back. My king's got a square, then I'm going to do that, h3. It's obvious to my opponent I'm intending g4 now. If you take, I can go here, and I've given my king a, well, sort of a square, instead of being stuck in the corner. Right, he has castled. So is there anything really direct here for me? I think I need to probably spend a move doing g4 like a plan, so I'm going to do it. Knight takes, I take the bishop. And I'm hoping I've got a move like f3 at some point. Now if I take, queen takes, rook across, queen back to where the queen is now. So them two have basically disappeared. I still can't take the knight. Queen up though threatens to win the bishop. I'm going to do it. I'm threatening to take a bishop there. I might end up just coming back, but it gives my opponent something to think about. But I'm a minute and a half down on the clock now. Maybe thinking a little bit too much. Knight across actually creates a simple threat. I didn't even see that. But I've got to be really careful with my king's defences here. Knight takes pawn might be a move at any moment, but right now I can take and pin the queen. But black's just got to be aware of the threat to take and checkmate. But I'm sure my opponent's aware of that. Oh, it's gone for the check. Okay. I thought this was okay for me. I might be wrong. Might be proven wrong. So I thought I could play rook up here. The check doesn't really do a great deal. So I'm going to go forward, threaten to take the bishop again. You can't take because of a checkmate threat. But I'm also threatening to activate a rook or double the rooks up. I mean, you can maybe just simply attack the queen there, I guess. Right, knight comes across. So I think I should just double up here. Rook takes looks fine. Still put pressure on. Rook across, I could simply take. What else could I do? Actually, maybe knight takes might be better to create a threat. Bishop does guard the rook, but my king's got a nice square. I don't think the check does a lot now. Knight in is maybe a slightly annoying move. Oh, it's come forward, so it's just ignored everything. Okay. So is knight up a threat? Take, 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 queen takes. Knight to d4. Knight up looks good. But is it though? I'm going to do it and just again try and create simple threats. Maybe we can jump the knight across to our king's side. Maybe we can charge this knight. Not easy. Just clicking my little heater on there, but it's not too cold now. I'll do a pre-move in case takes a rook. I'll be taking back. But I think my king's reasonably safe unless you get sack ideas like this. That's a pre-move. You can see a slightly different coloured square. Right, it's forcing the issue. So have I simply got knight across here now to hit queen and rook? Does that just win the game on the spot? If I go across and you take, I take, you actually take here, but I do take back, you take here. That looks strong to me. There might be a move here, of course. I don't want to burn all my clock trying to calculate everything. So now I think I just simply take, and I think that just wins the game. The knight can block a check, the king can't. Sorry, the king can't escape. I think my opponent just missed that threat there and played a little quickly. Rook takes, I just simply take with the rook. So you're going to have to block with the knight. Now, rook up threatens checkmate. It should be winning on the spot, but I don't want to blunder it away. But that's the move. Attack the queen, threaten checkmate. Take, take. And I don't see the force mate offhand, so I'm just going to drop back. I can't take the knight because it's checkmate. Knight d6 might be the only move here. I think I can just take the knight if you do it. I don't think you can take back. Knight here, we just take. Yeah, so point resigned. We get a very good win there.